Hi, it's Bob Odenkirk.
And David Cross.
Joining us on this episode will be...
Paul F. Tompkins.
Tom Kenny, cast member.
Evan Schletter.
Musician.
Oh, yeah.
Evan did our music, and this episode has the big music number, Jeepers Creepers, at the end. So.
Maybe you heard of it.
Maybe it was nominated for an Emmy.
Maybe it won at Cable Ace.
Maybe it won at Cable Ace.
Maybe it ended the Cable Ace Awards forever.
Maybe it won this Golden Banana Peel Award for comedy excellence.
Oh, that reminds me, we have another guest with us. The DJ from the Morning Zoo.
The Bean.
Yeah, Bean Lawton. No.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Bean.
No.
Are you a fan of the show?
Yep.
Fun, yeah.
We have here Biff Odenkirk and Digby Cross, who... you guys...
Oh, you're supposed to act like
Actually.
you're a guest on our DVD audio.
Oh, I thought I was interviewing you about the audio.
You're just watching it going like, oh, that's
Never
pretty
mind.
funny.
Can we start over?
No, that's okay.
I thought I was interviewing you about the
you're
behind-the-scenes
just-
action on
you're
the
just
show.
joining us.
Like, tell me about this. Tell me
Oh.
about this scene.
No. So go ahead.
So I'm just a guy who likes the show?
Yeah, and here our
So
friend.
I should know about it. I should know your real
No,
name.
you can just be a guy who's like, yeah, that's pretty funny. Look, he's got snow on him. That's cocaine. Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, like,
comment in that
you know,
obnoxious DJ way on
just
what
okay.
we're coming in.
Okay.
You know, if you want. All right, so joining us also is Beans Baxter from the Morning Zoo.
I love it. I love this show. And I had you guys on. I was ahead of the curve on this. I knew that this show was going to be on DVD someday.
Yeah, right. You
And
said
I
that.
knew
You
it.
said that before DVDs were even around or invented.
I knew that as technology gained a wider audience, so would your comedy.
That's great.
Because you guys are nuts.
Yeah,
I mean-
thanks. Now, also, this is this comes from reality, this argument.
Yes,
David and I argue about what generation we're from.
All married couples do.
It really did come from...
David
there's
claims that I'm
was in
from the
the
baby
paper.
boom generation, and that he is from Generation X,
It
which
was
he's
in the
extremely
paper.
proud of.
No, wait, David, I thought you once said that you were on the very tail end of the baby boom.
Yeah, April of '64 was the cutoff of baby boomer.
So you're a baby Amer. You were just there on the last
I'm
two,
a
the
baby
O and the
Xer.
M.
Give up.
And it was
David,
it really was a real argument. But there was this thing. I don't, this isn't...
Hey, we're all
don't
Americans, no
study
matter
this.
what generation you're from. We pull
did.
together.
I'm not.
We pull together when we need to.
I was born in Monaco.
No, this is a real argument. There was some article in the paper that had some odd distinction of when the actual baby boomers
The
stopped
timeline.
and the Gen Xers began.
Bob, I can relate. I know my best friends used to charge me $35 to listen to him dick around on guitar. Come on, let's kick his hippie ass.
Hey man, keep on trucking, man.
Oh, that's David Gruber Allen, right?
Who's
David Allen
hilarious.
Gruber.
David Allen Gruber.
He's a really funny guy.
Very funny guy.
Very hard to
looks like
He's an Xer,
Very
isn't
funny
he?
hippie.
Working together.
Is he an Xer or a boomer?
Boomer.
He's got to be a boomer. Look
That's
how
what-
old
see?
he is.
He's
Yeah.
a hippie.
Bob, our mutual distrust.
See, that's why if you're Generation X, you might not find him funny, but I do. Because he's talking to my generation.
There's
Read a history book, kids, and then watch him.
Specifically to you, actually, Tom. I think a lot of his comedy is Tom Kenny based and Tom Kenny centric,
It is.
and it's
It is.
about things that Tom Kenny likes.
And then from Batman.
for some reason, a
That
Batman.
is so weird.
That was a strange
That doesn't
decision.
read to me at all.
Now, why are you guys running so
This
spazzy? You look-
one of my
you look
top
like
3
nerds.
favorite Bob characters.
Yeah, this is
This is
great.
absolutely one of my favorite characters.
I thought there were only two.
I have to say,
I went back and looked. There was another one. And
checked the Hall of Records.
and absolutely the best wig in history.
Hi, I'm Lionel Winslow, and this is my wife, Catherine.
As parents, we know that kids...
It gets better.
It's not bad.
Check it out.
And there's Brett Pazel, who joined us for quite a few shows.
Yeah, John Ennis.
And John.
John's wearing a wig.
That shirt.
Good wig on John.
It's a lot of fun.
But look at that plastic on my head. Look at it as it
Say goodbye
crinkles.
to us. For the next half of an hour, it's no adults allowed.
This was the worst bald cap. This was the hardest one because of here. We shot this outside in Hollywood, and it took all day.
Hollywood! Hollywood, man! Dream
Hey, man, you might see some famous Hollywood stars in the background.
But you know what? Why don't we focus on the best ball
I
cap?
like to stay out till all hours of the night.
All right, there's a really funny thing coming up here. It's all digitized or whatever, and it's only for a second, but when John is on the swing and Brett and Bob are watching him, he's actually doing magic. He's pulling, it's on for 1 second, but he's pulling scarves out of a hat. Here it is. He's doing magic.
Yeah, kids love magic.
Magic and slides.
This is a really funny idea, but I always thought it was kind of weird.
But this took us forever to come up with the right way to do this.
So
remember?
weird
Yeah.
because
It took a long time.
we're not old people and we're not teenagers, but we're playing old people who are playing teenagers.
Kind of like the
Yeah.
Hedgehogs.
Kind of fits with the theme of the show.
But then David is playing a teenager, so
You
it seems
bet.
kind of.
Hey,
Oh, here's a good
summer's here,
shadowy.
and I'm
This is a good
psyched.
shadowy scene. Check out the shadows. You don't see shadows like
But
that.
hey, cable access, you know?
I thought I was having a stroke.
Gonna play a little song about it.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Plus, I can buy that special rock T-shirt.
Do you know the way to Shadow Man? Will you give way to the Shadow Man? Shadow Man is coming and coming. Oh, Adam Sandler came in. All right. All right. I know. I'll have to rewrite the Shadow song.
Shadow song.
Come on and teach
Coming up soon is
That'd be a good character for Adam.
The Shadow
Shadow
Man
Man.
song
Yeah.
writer, singer.
I was just have man on the end.
Craig, honey.
anyway. Coming up is one of my favorite Bob Odenkirk yelling "God damn it!" Nobody,
Wow.
I have to say, nobody yells "God damn it" like Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, it's from the heart
It
and
really
the gut
is.
at the
it's
same
always
time.
very powerful, and it's funny, but it's always a little bit frightening, and it makes
Right.
me feel like I did something wrong.
It really just
Just
comes
watching it
from
on
a
TV.
place deep inside that
God damn it!
hopefully none of us will ever go to.
There's Laura Milligan.
When Bob yells "God damn it," God
But
actually
Evan,
hears him.
you have
and damns
a-
the offending
Dennis
party.
Miles.
Oh yeah, the crazy music here is a foreshadowing of the Jeepers Creepers music. It's the same melody from the I Was on the 18th Hole part.
Smart.
Nice. Or is it lazy?
You guys remember these shows really good.
Or is it just laziness? You just didn't write any new music for this part of the scene.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Way to go, Lazy Bones. Take another nap.
You're nothing but a slacker. You know that? That's the
How
worst.
about that bald cap, folks?
I'm buying it.
It's more like
Still
a,
balding.
It's more like a bald hat. At this point.
Wow. I think that says more about your lack of commitment, Bob, that you're unwilling to shave your head for this sketch.
I mean, we try to be productive members of your society.
Yeah, this is weird.
Danny
That's what
Ceballos.
would have sold it.
Danny Ceballos, I love this.
And our homemade
This
fun-
take actually went on for a really long time, and it got. Do you remember?
We had to
I
cut
was
it down.
grinning there. Yeah.
This has been going on for over 200 years,
him.
and it has to end.
What are you talking
What does that shirt say?
One wild and crazy guy.
And then they're walking along learning, and there we are sweating. Boy, that.
Now, when,
Oh yeah.
when we did this on stage, before we had Mr. Show, and it was just a stage show, Brian was actually the guy, the slacker, who was
Right.
taking us around. And I completely stole this next move from Brian. He does this originally. It was his idea to lap it up, lap the water up. So to get, yeah, that's Brian. I'm
But you,
completely imitating
I
it.
have to say, you did it so much better than Brian did. You didn't do it very well.
He had to be replaced. There's
This is-
Brian Posehn and Mary Lynn
Brian,
Rice.
Mary
Hey!
Lynn.
There's me.
And there's
Those
Jay
are real
Johnson.
Hollywood
This
cops.
is funny. Look at it. That hurts.
Hideous. I know.
That's gotta hurt.
It's so hideous.
Oh, now I know what black people felt like in the 60s.
yeah, when they made their comedy shows about not being
Their
allowed
water
to-
comedy shows.
Warren Hutcherson.
Warren Hutcherson,
Oh, yeah.
great guy, very funny
Now
guy.
you remember this
Looks
was
good in a
from-
bow tie.
This is from the live show that you guys did before the show, and then there was a big debate over whether to use this actual video or not, or to redo it with somebody else.
That's right, because
See, David.
Sully McCullough is
Who's also
in the
black.
ad, which we do
Right.
use here.
Right.
And we didn't want to use the same guy, right?
We
Is
only
that
knew
it?
2 black people in Hollywood.
There
Now
are.
there's
There,
three.
I thought there aren't there only 2.
There's 3 now.
Oh.
A new guy just moved
Wow.
in. That's why
We'll
I'm
get Jerry
moving
Minor
out.
later on.
Round all these people up. Put them in buses. Send
Everybody
them
knows
up
this
to
is supposed to be
Seattle.
funny, right?
Build a
Paul Tompkins, by the way, let's do a side note. Isn't he great here?
Don't you think
Wait, that's not.
scream?
But no, Paul did warm up for the show. Right?
That's true, I
You
did.
kept the audience going
I did
between
it over 5 times.
scenes.
Yeah, or sometimes I didn't. Sometimes
Yeah, and you
I
didn't do it
tried to.
every show.
No,
but
I
It's
mean,
hard.
sometimes
It's
I didn't keep
it's
them
a
going.
completely thankless job.
Oh
you know?
man,
You know what, it was
you're the
fun,
magician
though.
at the birthday party.
It was so much fun. I've done that too. It was actually a lot of fun because
Is in the
that crowd,
KKK
you know, I
opposed
could
to
go
your
out
race?
and do whatever I wanted, and I didn't have to. It's not like if I was doing warm up for Family Matters or whatever, and Urkel fans would get upset. I could say anything, and it was very challenging and it was a lot of fun. thank you guys for that opportunity.
No, yeah, and you got all this petition signed. And
That's right.
We're able
man.
to
I changed a lot of
restructure the
things.
zoning.
That's right. That's right.
So you could put up that building.
Remember that building code?
That
The
day
building
spa
code
you wanted
came
to
under
put
fire.
up.
I put up that day spa. I put it up in a park fountain.
Yeah.
It was a huge fountain, and I put it in there, and everybody loves it.
Actually, there was one guy at HBO who wanted to give Paul his own show and have the Mr. Show sketches be the warm-up
Yeah.
for Paul's
Right.
show.
Right.
And
He got fired.
he's no longer with HBO.
Yeah. I think this was my first MC for Mr. Show.
And
Was
you
it?
did how
My
many?
first master
800.
ceremonies. It was over 800.
You won an MC award.
You guys don't know this, but we have a contest going for counting the high fives that Bob and I do.
That was just me and Sully, so.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't
It's got to
count,
be Bob and I.
When you think of the North America,
Oh,
Brian.
Brian!
So
Who's-
terrifying.
And that mustache
Yes.
was so hot. In every way.
You mean hot like hot?
do not.
Brian,
That's the NAMBLA
there's something
promise.
just honest about his portrayal
NAMBLA
in
members
here.
are productive,
Tom
non-violent.
Brian, well, you know, Brian, to do research for the role, was a part of NAMBLA for over 4 years.
It's such a
4
big
years.
deal about
Big
we
deal.
have to do
4 years.
research.
I gotta
for
keep
this.
doing,
show.
but Brian, the scene's been shot. You don't understand.
Yeah.
It's still part of the process.
He's one of the few members that was in it as a boy and stayed in it all the way through being a man
Yeah.
and recruiting other boys.
And
what
never
Man Who
once
Love is all
sued.
about.
Yeah, it's a lifelong commitment.
I'm a terrific actor. That was
Wyman
good.
Petrocelli.
I'm serious. I'm not being facetious. I think it was very good.
Oh, look, Brian's blacked out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I just want you people to know that I had nothing to do with this. It was all Trevor and Steve. No, that's not true.
I got to
That's
keep
not true.
this
No, I had
tuxedo.
nothing to do with this either. I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, I was able to keep this tuxedo.
good.
I kept a couple things. Some things were given to me. The dress in 103 I got to keep. And but a lot of it, like, you know, in the first 4 episodes, Bob and I were bringing our own clothes in because we didn't have any budget.
And then we started having Mr. Show clothes drives where an audience member, if you wanted to come in and see the taping, bring an article of clothing or a canned good.
Right.
There's Brian.
Because we had to bring in our own candle.
And then John,
we had to bring our own
the
candles.
only guy who's
We were wearing them like
excited to
clothes.
get the award. And
there's Jay.
great extras. Great extras. They were fun to shoot
that
this
my
scene
wife?
with.
John could not keep his shirt in his pants for some reason. The tiniest movement.
Dude
yanked
likes
his
to
shirt
party,
down.
man. Dude likes to
He
party.
likes to party.
Our
This
stunt.
is some of the worst acting. This is us as, like, have we never been drunk before in real life or seen drunk people?
They studied Foster Brook live tapes.
Troy Miller, our
Now
director.
John Ennis.
Oof.
What the hell was that?
Well, it works well enough. What you think?
What, the scene?
Stunt?
Oh, no,
Oh, yeah.
stunt is fine.
Close enough for jazz, man.
For comedy.
Troy actually took the hit on the car.
Yeah, that was Troy
But then
who
John
took the
does
hit.
it there in the thing, too.
We just kind of popped John onto the
Why have only
No,
one
I
person
think
take
you
the hit when you
shoved
can have both of them take the hit, really?
Jay's a good drunk, and so's Jill. They're good.
Yeah.
You don't think so? I think they're really good.
You guys should have actually gotten drunk for this. Because
Yes.
That would have been,
That
Yes.
would have been legendary.
acting story.
We can start that legend right now. You guys were drunk during the taping of
Method
the scene,
actors,
weren't
yeah.
you?
Ask yourself that. Why you want to fight? Think for 2 seconds and wonder why you want to fight. I'm sorry. Come on. I'm sorry. Come here.
I smell bacon.
Come on. Come here. Come on.
I smell
What's your hands up?
in the cop car.
Still careful. Still very careful.
That was right across from the
Yeah,
studio.
stealing all these shots. Everything's
Yeah, I
stolen.
don't think we probably paid. Oh, I can't watch this scene.
Why not?
This is I'll say this is some of my worst acting. Very annoying character that's bad and one-dimensional. But Bob is funny. This is something you did in your stand-up. You know?
People seem to like this.
It's
I don't-
funny.
Yeah.
Bob, you look like the Riddler.
People seem to like this.
Yeah, no, actually, I've heard a lot of people say that they thought this wasn't horrendous.
Well, they weren't me. Because,
But look at David. Now that's
Blows
he's
Frank Gorshin away, say the critics.
There's no question that he's Generation X when he plays this part.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Marilyn too.
Defined a generation. Defined a generation.
John Ennis, not Generation X.
He's beautiful, man.
He's like Generation